Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to prepare a family-sized trifle for Christmas and I'm going to show you how to make it. And here I've got all the ingredients I'm going to be using for the trifle. I have already started, and here I have the Pyrex with the sponge cake, which I have actually prepared myself a few days ago. Now, if you haven't got a homemade sponge cake, you can actually go to the supermarket and buy sponge fingers, which is just as good. But obviously a homemade sponge cake is much better. The syrup I'm going to use is one that I have made myself a few days ago to use in the melomakarona, that is the honey cookies. And I'm going to drizzle over the sponge cake. Okay, I'm just adding the last bit of the syrup, which I have added ouzo to it after it was finished. And if you haven't got any homemade syrup, you can actually use the fruit juice from the tin that you're going to use. For example, pears or the summer fruit, you can use that syrup with either brandy or sherry. The next thing I'm doing is adding the fruit to the Pyrex. Just spread it out. Once the pear is done, add the summer fruit. The combination actually of the pear, the sweet pear, and the sour of the summer fruit is amazing. So you better try and make it. And now I'm going to get on by making the jelly. Next I'm going to add the fruit juice in the pan with the sugar. And I'm going to place it on the gas and on a very low heat until the sugar dissolves. The sugar has melted and now I'm going to squeeze any excess water from the gelatin and add it into the pan. And once the gelatin has melted in the pan, I'm going to remove it from the stove. Okay, this is ready and I'm going to strain it into a bowl. Do it very gently, we don't want to disturb the fruit. And now I'm going to put the Pyrex in the fridge for a couple of hours for the jelly to set. I've checked the jelly in the fridge and it has set. And now I'm going to prepare the custard cream and I'm going to show you how I do it. What I'm doing, I'm whisking the eggs and the sugar together until it becomes thick and creamy. And as you can see, the egg is quite creamy. And now I'm going to put in the egg the corn flour, which has been dissolved in some of the milk. And this is the milk for the custard, and it has boiled, and I've turned it off. And now I'm going to add the vanilla essence and mix it. And what I'm going to do next is to put some of the hot milk into the mixture. You have to keep whisking while adding the milk, otherwise the egg is going to cook. And now I'm going to strain the egg mixture in case there are bits inside. And then I'm going to put it back on the stove and heat it until it thickens. And now I'm going to cook the custard cream on a very low heat. Keep whisking until it goes thick. It's going to take about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm just going to strain it again in case there are any lumps. The custard is ready and it's very smooth and creamy. I'm going to advise you not to put the custard cream on top of the jelly while it's still hot. Otherwise, the jelly is going to melt. So it's best if you let it get cold completely. Here I have the jelly mixture, and now I'm going to pour the cream over it. I'm just going to spread the cream over the jelly. Right, let's go. There's only one more thing that remains to do for the trifle, and it's the cream topping. And here I have a packet which I'm going to put in the bowl with a glass of milk. And I'm going to whisk it until it thickens. And the cream is now quite thick. And I'm going to spread it over the trifle. Just place it all around the cake. And then you can spread it over with a spoon, a silver spoon preferably. Here I've got few nuts which I'm going to sprinkle over the cake. I've got walnuts, but you can use any nuts of your choice. Also, I've got a few cherries, and that's how I'm going to finish it off. With this, just put it anywhere you want. The trifle is ready, and now I'm going to put it back in the fridge until we are ready to use it. You can remove the...
Uncle, this is really nice.
Is it?
Yeah. It's absolutely delicious.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it.
What fruits did you put in? Here we go.
Right, you take that. And give me your opinion, yeah. Gina, would you like some more?
Very good.
Did you like that?
I had two bowls.
Gina, would you like some more?
I had two bowls. I can't get any more in my tummy. It was so nice.
But
Did I see? I'll take some home with me.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah.
The sponge.
Yeah.
That's what I'll
Cake is
do.
very beautiful.
The sponge, yeah, homemade.
Yeah, it's delicious, isn't it? Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right, yeah.